The next morning, Sarah sat on the floor, her back against the bed, eyes red and wide. She hadn't moved all night. Her hands trembled as she tried to explain everything to Thomas, but her voice came out dry and broken. "There's something inside me," she whispered. "It's not normal. I heard it. I felt it." It laughed. Thomas knelt beside her, wrapping a blanket around her shoulders. "Please, Sarah, we need to see someone. A doctor, a priest, anyone. You're scaring me." She didn't respond. Her eyes were locked on the wall, the one that glowed the night before. Now it was quiet. Normal. But she knew better. Later that day, they went to the hospital. The doctor, a tall woman named Dr. Say, did an ultrasound. The screen showed a healthy baby. Heartbeat strong. Movement normal. "You have nothing to worry about," Dr. Say said, smiling. "Your baby is doing very well." Sarah sat up slowly. "Can I hear the heartbeat?" Dr. Say nodded and turned up the volume. A fast thumping sound filled the room. But Sarah's face went pale. That wasn't the heartbeat she had heard from the wall. That one had been louder, slower, deeper, different. On the way home, Sarah didn't say much. She stared out the car window, her mind racing. Back at the Oak Lodge, they found a gift basket at their door. It was from Mama Nkechi and Uncle Dyron. Inside was a bowl of pepper soup, a bag of herbs, and a small bottle of oil with a label that read, "For strength during your journey." Thomas looked confused. How did they know we were at the hospital? Sarah didn't answer. That night, Sarah had another dream. She was standing in a circle of fire, her belly glowing. Around her stood the neighbors, chanting, clapping, smiling. One of them reached into her stomach with bare hands and pulled out a black rose. She woke up gasping for breath. On her bedsheet lay a single black petal. Real, soft, and warm. Sarah picked up the black petal with shaky fingers. She stared at it under the lamp, hoping it would vanish, hoping it was part of the dream. But it didn't. Stayed real, soft, strange, and warm. She placed it inside her Bible. Thomas had already left for the studio. His acting career had taken off suddenly, too suddenly. Producers were calling non-stop. He now wore clothes Sarah had never seen him buy. Expensive things. Gold chains. Fine shoes. A new wristwatch that didn't tick like normal ones. Sarah began to feel like she didn't know him anymore. Later that afternoon, Sarah decided to visit her childhood pastor in Makola. She needed to talk to someone who didn't think she was crazy. Pastor Ruth welcomed her with a hug. "You look tired, my dear. Are you okay?" "No," Sarah said, her voice small. "I think I'm carrying something evil. I don't know what to do." She told Pastor Ruth everything. The dreams. The heartbeat in the wall. The feather. The neighbors. The laughter in her womb. The older woman's smile faded. She stood slowly, walked to her bookshelf, and pulled out a small, worn Bible. "There's a name for this," she said. "A covenant pregnancy. It's rare. It means a child was given to you by spiritual agreement, maybe not by you, but by someone close to you." Sarah's eyes widened. "You mean someone gave me this child? But who?" Pastor Ruth looked deeply into her eyes. "Who wanted success badly around you? Who would make any sacrifice to rise?" The answer slammed into her chest. "Thomas." Sarah felt sick. Pastor Ruth gave her anointing oil and prayed with her. "Put this on your belly every night. If this child is not of God, it will reveal itself." That night, Sarah did exactly that. She poured the oil gently and whispered a prayer through tears. At midnight, she woke up to a deep growl coming from inside her stomach. And then a voice, not hers, not Thomas's, whispered from the darkness. "Stop fighting, Sarah. He made the deal. You belong to us now." Sarah screamed and jumped out of bed, her hands over her stomach. The room was freezing cold, even though the fan was off. Her breath came out in puffs like smoke in harmattan weather. Thomas rushed in, shirtless and annoyed. "What is it again?" She pointed at her belly, tears rolling down her face. "It spoke. I heard it speak. I felt something alive, not like a baby." Thomas's face was blank for a moment, then he frowned. "You need help, Sarah. Real help." She stared at him. "Help? Are you saying I'm mad?" "I didn't say that," he replied. "But you're scaring me. Every day it's something new. Dreams. Voices. Petals. You're not okay." Sarah's voice cracked. "Why did you choose this house, Thomas? Why this place? Why these people?" He paused, then said flatly, "It was a good offer. You know that." She stepped closer. "Did you make a deal?" He looked away. Her heart dropped. "You did, didn't you?" she whispered. Thomas didn't answer. Instead, he turned around and left the room. "Hey, besties. Before you go, tap like, leave me a sweet comment, share this with your friends, and follow for more amazing stories. You don't want to miss the next one.